guys. It's me, Mr. B, in the house. We've got a Brentford versus Man United preview. I'm joined today by OMONDI Juma, my right-hand, left-hand man, depending on how we're looking on the screen. And our partner from another channel, Stefan. How you doing, big man?
I'm good. I'm good, Mr. B. I'm good on Monday. Good to be on with you guys. Looking forward to it.
Right.
Can I ask a couple questions? Look,
yeah.
You see me, Stefan. I'm wrapped up in a big jacket. I just come in from the cold and the rain.
Yeah.
He's in a tracksuit. What's the weather like in Northern Ireland? Do you look like?
Oh, it's been snowing all day, buddy. Like it has been snowing, but like I had a stream on an hour ago, so I've had like my lights and stuff on, so it's really warm in here. So okay. I'm okay.
I thought you were broadcasting live from the Caribbean or something. You look like.
Oh, I wish. Not today, man. It's been snowing, so it's not been good.
Snow in March.
Yeah, bad snow. Like,
crazy.
Yeah, in what? Basically April. How fun.
Yeah, of course. It's April soon, isn't it? In the next couple of days.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's disgusting. Anyway, look, on Monday, could you say a couple of howdies for the guys in the chat?
Yeah, no doubt. We want to say hi to Lucky Singh. You're the first man in the chat. He's saying Marcus Rashford fit alongside Martinez. Should be okay. Gives us the thumbs up. You're also saying here, run, ball, touch, spin, shot. This is one of the drills I imagine he's doing it down at Carrington right now with the boys. Solo is in the house. Guys, we're meeting up with Solo tomorrow. Myself and Mr. B going for lunch. DK Wilson, all the way from, do you know where he's from, Steph? Where DK in America? Where he's from? What city? To have a guess. Any random? So we do it to random.
Is it Texas somewhere?
Do something random. Say something random.
Say something random. Seattle.
Yeah, from Seattle.
There you go.
Yeah, from Seattle.
I thought I maybe remembered it. I thought I.
Oh, he's saying also from Salt Lake City, Utah.
From Salt Lake. Oh, it's not.
But we just don't know. It's bath time started all this anyway. Over to you, Mr. B.
Well, look, guys, we're back. International break is done. The whole world has seen how great Mainu is. So it's back to our bread and butter. We got Brentford evening game. So God knows what state I'm going to be in for that watch along. But it's a late night one, and I swear on the midday one. So it could be a very sweary one, to be fair. But look, we'll see. On Monday, you had a little bit of information for us earlier on that was actually 2.5 weeks old. Yeah, I gotcha. Guys in the chat, if you would like to know what happened, all you have to do is say yes, please, Mr. B, and I'll fill you in. If not, then I'll leave it as a secret. How you feeling about the game on Monday coming up? Anyway?
Big up to Kieran. He's saying he'd like to say he's from somewhere exotic, but he's in Manchester, grim Manchester. It's horrible weather. I mean, Northern Ireland's snowing. In England, It's raining and grim. So, yeah, hopefully football will cheer us up. But, yeah, Mr. B, we're back to Premiership football. I did want to ask Stefan what he felt about Kobe's international debut and his performances. We'll come on to that for sure. But, yeah, we're back to the grind. And I was prepared. I was coming home from work, watching the press conference and really getting into detail. And I came on and said, Holland's out. We got worries, all this thing. But it turns out I was watching the Everton press conference from a couple of weeks ago. That's why I messed up, guys. And I was telling Stefan, who knows everything, and Mr. B, that they were wrong that Holland is out. So my enthusiasm for the game is I'm a bit more encouraged right now because I'm hearing that Holland is actually in and Martinez could be back. So there's this quote from the manager a couple of weeks ago. I could talk about the Everton thing, which is relevant to today. He said, if you look at the form in January when we had all these players available, we were playing pretty well because obviously we were unbeaten up until a certain point, weren't we, for the whole of 2024. So the manager's encouraged when he's got players fit and ready to go, especially key players in key positions. So with Martinez and Holland, we must all agree these are key positions, and these guys have been doing the business. Everyone loves Martinez, the butcher. He shows a lot of passion when he plays. He defends really well, but what he does really well is his ball distribution. He pops the ball around. He doesn't get rushed. He's composed, and he's like a quarterback, just popping it around, long, short, with that lovely left foot of his. And then obviously with Holland, he was on a run. He was on a streak of 7 games and 7 goals. And he was doing really well, and that got cut short with injury. So he's back as well. So these are encouraging signs when we go into places like Brentford, which they got Ivan Toney back. And so they'd be looking to sort of perform as well. Maybe it's a televised game. Maybe Brentford, I can guarantee Brentford will definitely be up for this game. It's a big game. If you look at when they get their fixture list, they'll be waiting for games like this to come. So it's going to be a really, really tough game for us. But I'm encouraged, as I'm saying here, by the return of certain key players.
Stefan, your thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, I would agree with a lot of what OMONDI was saying there. I guess if I want to add a couple of things onto that, it could be we obviously had a massive high right before the international break. Maybe we could have done without it. You would want that momentum and good spirit coming into it. And then on the flip side, Brentford have lost 4 out of the last 5 league matches, so they were probably very happy to see the international break. So it'll definitely be an interesting one. They'll be up for it. We'll have to be up for it as well. It'll be a late kickoff. I think it's 8 o'clock on Saturday. So yeah, I mean, that's an interesting kickoff time anyway, but I'm sure we can talk about broadcast and traveling fans and stuff another time, but it'll definitely be an interesting one. They'll be up for it. We got to be up for it as well. It'll be a pretty physical match, all things considered, and last couple of times out, they've given us a real game. We lost our 4-0 last season. If it wasn't for McTominay getting 2 goals in stoppage time this season at Old Trafford, it might have been a different story there. So yeah, I mean, Brentford have been doing the business against us. So let's hope we can go there and get a comfortable 3 points up. That'd be a nice way to start into the last leg of the season. Just a nice, comfortable 2-0 would be absolutely lovely. What has happened? I don't know. We're going to find out.
Are we a better team than we were when we played Brentford the last time?
Yeah, I would say so. I feel like we've got more players back. We're hopefully going to come off a big boost. But then again, the last Brentford match should have been a big boost. We went into an international break after it, and we were a little bit poor afterwards as well. But I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
A few bit of retribution coming, Mr. B, I think, with this game. Obviously, they beat us 4-0. We don't forget things like that. We've been inconsistent. We were on a run, and then we lost to Fulham, and obviously we lost to City as well. But I think that's fair enough. They're a very good team, aren't they? But we want to get that consistency back. We're coming back for the international break. Someone like Kobe, someone like Garnacho, guys that actually playing regularly now for the international side, they come back with confidence, I'm sure. I know that in the early hours of Wednesday morning, Garnacho was playing his football match. So hopefully he's back and rested, because I think he's a vital part of our first team at the moment, when you consider all things considered. And also as well, we've got a tough week ahead. On Thursday, we're going away to Chelsea. So we're probably going to stay in London. I imagine so. There's no point coming back up. And then on Sunday, we're at home to Liverpool. So the next week and a bit, next 9 days are going to be crucial to where we want to be at the end of the season. So starting off with a win against Brentford, with that confidence we're taking in, like Steph said, from the Liverpool win in the FA Cup, I think we just got to come with that motivation. And we're talking tactics and all these things. It would just be a case of getting these guys back from international duty, working with the guys who've been there domestically based already, and then just getting them motivated and having some sort of rousing speeches and getting them and pushing them to go out there and give 110%, the same way we did against Liverpool. We matched them. That's the first time in a long time where we matched Liverpool, went eye to eye to them, toe to toe with them, and matched them with energy. I think we should do the same. Go out there at Brentford and match them, and we could give ourselves a chance of winning the game. And then the momentum is a good thing, isn't it? Then we can kick on to Chelsea and kick on to Liverpool game, because these are massive games. But you want to sort of it's like when you're a boxer, you take these journeyman fights, and then you get a title fight, and you're ready for that. So I see it like that. The next 9 days will be like, right, journeyman fight. Let's hopefully get a win against Brentford. And this is like getting our form back, working off the rust. And then we've got a big game against Chelsea, who will be sort of thinking at home they should be able to get a result against us. Let's deal with them. And then we've got the championship fight at the end of the week against Liverpool. It's a massive week, guys. And it's so good to be back on the Man United agenda for sure.
How much points do you think we need? I know we shouldn't be looking ahead, but you've spoken about the last 3 games, the next 3 games. What points total would you be happy with?
Stefan, do you want to? I mean,
I'm thinking. I'm trying to think about it at the same time. I'm like, logically, you would want to beat Brentford. I guess going away to Stamford Bridge, getting a point wouldn't be considered too bad most seasons, and not losing against Liverpool. I guess 5 points minimum. I guess if you can make it 7 and win at Chelsea, I think that would be really good. But it's a big ask. I don't know if we'll beat Liverpool again in the league, but I don't know. I feel more positive at the minute. Ask me again in a couple of days' time; it might be a different view. But for now, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. So yeah, I'll say 5 or 6 points, maybe 7 at a push,
7.
but
So that's
7.
Brentford
Yeah, I'll go
win,
7.
Brentford win,
Brentford win,
Chelsea win, Liverpool draw,
Liverpool
right?
draw. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what you've got.
I'll
That's
I'll, I'll take that. I'll take that.
on
I
Monday.
mean, well, Kieran is super confident in the comments. He's saying 9 points. Why not? Really don't fear Chelsea or Brentford. Would be a tough. We really don't fear Chelsea because Brentford would be a tougher game. He reckons at this stage. So 9 points, beating Liverpool at home, beating Chelsea away, and beating Brentford away. That's a tough ask, but who knows? It could be realistic considering as well we're playing pretty well this in the year of 2024. We've only lost 2 games in 12, I believe it is. I'm sure. Something like that. It's a good record, isn't it? So based on that, if I would like to see the odds, but we should be favourites to beat Brentford. I think we'll be even money with Chelsea, and then at home against Liverpool, I think it'll be even money again. It would be a tight one. It's only Liverpool, says Kieran again. Oh, the next 3 games, says DK Wilson, of course. And Bart saying here, what is a good goal difference for United? Okay, that's another question because we do need to score goals, don't we? So yeah, I think, Mr. B, I expect us to beat Brentford. Our ambitions are to get top 4. So I expect us to beat Brentford. I expect us to go to Chelsea. It's always tough at Chelsea, but I expect us, the way they're playing at the moment. And I heard Zola say the other day on an interview, say that they've lost their confidence. They haven't got the oomph anymore, what he experienced when he was there. And they haven't got that at the moment. So they're on their faces a bit. So I think they're quite vulnerable at the moment. So I think it's possible we can get a result there. And the big one, obviously, is at Liverpool. That's always a big game in the season. So, Mr. B, I'm throwing that to you because you're asking questions, but you're not giving us no answers. What do you think? I mean, going through the next 3 games, I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
I will take 7 points, but I want to beat Liverpool. So if it meant that we drew the Chelsea game, we beat Brentford and we beat Liverpool and draw with Chelsea, I'll take that. If we're going to take 7 points, I want to beat Liverpool. You know what I mean? That's more why I would do it. V, those jokes ain't really appreciated, big man. I know you might think it's funny and blah 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 and this and that, but just have a little bit. Just
can't read them out on the show.
Yeah. Just have a little bit of respect, please. Sorry, what was I talking about now? That's completely.
Talk about the next 3 games. So
I would take 7 points. I would take 7. I really want us to beat Liverpool, but let's be honest, if we don't get that'll be the pressure on the last one to get it how I want it. So I don't see why we can't get. Ten Hag doesn't draw games. We just don't draw. We either win or lose. Liverpool are going to be hurting in that game. I don't see why we couldn't get 9. I don't see why we couldn't get 9.
Okay. Well,
look, it has to start. Go on.
We're going to talk about the Liverpool game and the Chelsea game. We're going to do previews for that. But start with Brentford. Are they in relegation problems at the moment, Stefan? I don't know if you've got a league table there. What is their motivation right now? What if you're a Brentford fan? What would be your motivation?
OMONDI, I was looking at it there, buddy. They've won 3 league matches since the 4th of November, so they're absolutely down there. So that's really not good, and I think it's because the other teams below them have been poor. There's been point deductions for Everton and Forest now. That's probably what's keeping them where they are, but they've got 24, 25 points at this point of the season. So, yeah, I mean, you'd imagine they're going to need another 3 wins or so from their last 10 to be sure. But, they're definitely down there. So they'll be fighting for their lives like they have to be at this point.
I always think, don't you think, Mr. B, at this stage of the season, you look at teams who are in mid-table with nothing to play for. They're the teams you want to fight, want to play, because you think there's no motivation there. And I was hoping Brentford might be on the cusp of like mid-table, a bit of safety, where they'd be cruising and thinking about the summer.
They have to win. I think that benefits us. Yeah. The fact that they have to win and they're at home. You know, the last game of the night, their fans are gonna have been drinking all day. United fans will probably be drinking all day as well. But there's gonna be that atmosphere is gonna be great. So I'm not gonna say tactics are gonna go out the window because he is gonna try and work on Ten Hag. But I just feel I don't think they're going to be able to cope with us on Monday. We're still going to be on the up. If you look at everybody on international duty, I mean, Kobe probably got a round of applause when he came back in after his performance. You know, I still think the club is buzzing. As long as there's been no injuries to players who have stayed back, I still think that vibe is still going to be there. You know, that first, all right. So they're not talking about the Liverpool game, but they'll be talking about what they did on international duty. And to be fair, Bruno has had a rest. They sent him back early. Maguire came off injured, but he still got sent back early. So there's a lot of, I think there's a lot of excitement from the players, but from the fans as well. I just think it's going to be a great game. I don't see Brentford holding us at all. I would like to, I
was going to say, to be frank, and I'm talking about Thomas Frank, their manager, I think he's feeling a bit boosted at the moment because for once he's getting recognition. Isn't that right, Stefan? Because during the international break, there was talk about him being a possible man to take over at Man United. So isn't this a good opportunity for him to sort of show what he's got and, say, look at me, you heard the rumours and look what I can do. I can beat Man United at home again.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. He will have that kind of chip on his shoulder. He's done it once before. He felt pretty aggrieved about the amount of stoppage time when they came to Old Trafford, if I remember right. So, I mean, I'm sure those guys will be absolutely up for this. And I think it's one of these ones. It's if we're up for it and we match that intensity, that'll take us a long way in this match anyway. I think the big concern is that we don't or can't match their intensity and their spirit in this one. But I'm hopeful we're going to do it. I'm sure Thomas Frank will have a plan for us, and I'm sure we're going to have to try our best to navigate that and end up on top as always against Brentford. But it'll be an interesting match for sure. It'll be a good kickoff time. Fans will be up for it. It'll be fun. I think it'll be a high-score match anyway, to be fair.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Is Reguilon going to be playing for them?
No, he's suspended, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he got sent off last match, didn't he?
Yeah.
Good. Maybe he done that on purpose. He didn't want to come up against Garnacho or any of those boys. Who knows?
Maybe.
Big up Steph, by the way. She's going with 18 likes so far. Guys,
Steph, sorry. I saw a message about Alice earlier on. What were you doing on Alice earlier on? Were you just being nice or were you dropping some bomb comments? Just let us know. Sorry, Monday.
Well, she's bigging us all up, Mr. B, Omondi, and Stefan. Philosophical agenda rights. I think that's what she's saying there. Yes, we are all agenda rights, and you are too. Steffi's getting enough love in the comments. And the question here about Garnacho, obviously, he's going to be exhausted from flying back from the game in. I think they played Costa Rica, maybe.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah.
I mean, they talk about these flights, man. They're not, it's not easy, Jet. You know what I mean? They will be all right. They'll take the pills to make them sleep or whatever they need to be doing on the. I don't think it's going to be an issue, man. I don't think it's going to be a struggle for them, to be fair.
By the way, and we did touch on Kobe, but Garnacho played the whole game in the second. He played against El Salvador, played the second half. We talked on that, and then he played the whole game against. I think it's Costa Rica they played, and he played really well. I watched the highlights, read some sort of feedback from the players and everything. He's doing really, really well. So big up to Garnacho. His confidence must be sky high right now.
Maybe I got that wrong. Apologies. Maybe I don't know what I was talking about. Maybe
no, you're right. She's making a joke about the song.
Oh, really?
Alex, who the F is Alex? Yeah.
See, that's another one that's gone straight over my head, man. Unless it's House and Garage, I don't think there's one called Alice and Alice. So yeah, that's gone over my head. Do we want to have a look at Solo's 11?
Yes, please.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
obviously, yeah, we've because I'm a bit confused about who's in and who's out, as you know. Let's just clarify what's going on for me, please. I need help.
Guys, was there actually a press conference today?
No.
No, I don't think
No, there
so.
It
wasn't.
was right. Okay, good. I was just making sure. So look, we know how it is. Solo comes up with some random team sometimes. He's got another one here. Guys, I think we need to discuss this one. Talk to me. Obviously we've got Onana in goal. He's got Dalot and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, fullbacks. No Martinez. He's gone Evans and Varane. Thoughts?
I mean, I think it might be pretty pretty accurate with what we might get. Like, I think it might be Maguire for Evans, but I think that's the backline against Brentford. I can't see Martinez being thrown back in after not playing. Like, just to start, to be honest, I don't think we got Shaw yet. So yeah, I think that's actually a pretty accurate backline, but I think it'll be Harry Maguire instead of Johnny Evans, depending on fitness. I know he left the England camp pretty early. Did he play the first match against Brazil? I can't remember.
Yeah, he did start. He started the game
He
against
did?
Brazil. Harry Maguire did. Just going back, is it true that Northern Ireland's legend Johnny Evans is retiring from football?
I'm not sure, man, because I think the Northern Ireland manager seemed pretty oblivious to that. He was asked about it and he didn't know what people were talking about. So I'll take it as a no for now. Like, but I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't know. I would be doubtful. I would be doubtful. I actually think he stays another season. I think we give him a contract.
Do you?
To be honest, yeah, I actually think we're gonna. Like, whether we should or we shouldn't, but I just think we will. I actually think he's played okay this season when he's been called upon. Like, so, I could see it. I could see it.
Hydro agrees with you. He says Evans has been class since he's come back. Just, I think it's very shrewd move here with Wan-Bissaka up against Salah. He played against Liverpool, didn't he? And he was up against Salah. Done a pretty good, decent job, didn't he, with Salah? Obviously, man to man, he can sort of mark anybody, and sort of, it's hard to sort of dribble past. But is it better to go with Dalot at left back and put Wan-Bissaka in his favourite position? Is there a threat from Brentford? I mean, what are we up against when we talk about the defence here with Solo 11? We're up against Tony, as we discussed the other day, holds the ball up really well with his back to goal, picks up the ball, sticks, and pops it off. We don't really need that much pace. But then they got the Mbueno, the quick striker. I don't know if he's available. And they've also got Wissa, who's also another striker. So the three, and they've got the former Brentford striker who's done the rounds and come back to the club, hasn't he? Mope, is he back at Brentford?
Oh, that's the one that just gets on everybody's bloody
Mope
nerves, isn't it?
now? Am I wrong in saying that?
He is.
All right. So there's four strikers there with all different attributes. But I think Tony's the main guy who's going to cause a threat. I think he links up the play really well. And considering they play like a back five, when they play these longer passes up to him, that really helps their game in getting it to stick. And then they can build as a team and get them up the pitch. So I think Johnny Evans, Varane, Maguire are all suited for Tony. It's just the pacey guys beyond that. I think if we got a good structure, I don't think there's going to be too much problems.
Well, my thing with Dalot and Wan-Bissaka, I think because Dalot's been playing so well, he understands the position maybe more now. I understand he can be swapped, and maybe Wan-Bissaka is better on the right, but I think making the least amount of changes, I think, to the team. I mean, everybody's going to know that Wan-Bissaka would probably be the weakness, but I think, Wan-Bissaka on the left will probably be right. The fact that, look, he can swap it in game, gives him the option to swap it anyway, throws Brentford off a bit, to be fair.
What's their threat, Stefan? I mean, what have we got to worry about with Brentford's?
I think we know Tony and what he brings to the table quite well. Obviously from watching England the other night against Belgium, he was good, and when he plays, as a player, he is dangerous. His hold-up's good, his strength's good, his finishing's really good. I was just like having a quick Google search there to see if Mbeumo is going to be fit. It doesn't look like it, which is good because I was kind of thinking like if he's fit, he's a right-footed right winger. Are we safer putting Dallo there because he's more comfortable defending on his left foot? But that doesn't seem to be an issue that we're going to come into against Brentford. But yeah, I mean, it will be the same kind of threat that they brought in previous matches. Set pieces, they'll be up for those. Playing through at the back, they've got 3 big centre halves. Tony up front, they've got some big lads in midfield as well. So
yeah,
we can be suspect from corner kicks, from set pieces. So
Good
gotta be watching out for that there. And just on the transition as well, like they're a quick team going forward. They will try to hit the space. So we just got to watch out for that as well. Something we have been suspect with as well, getting caught on the break so many times this season. Hopefully not on Saturday. Hopefully we've turned a leaf for that, but we'll find out.
So that would be an issue with midfield, isn't it? With the spacings that when we're getting caught in a transition. So Solo's gone with Mainu, no Casemiro. He's put McTominay in there with Bruno. Yeah. Do you think Solo's thinking tactically here to avoid those sort of situations we've had experienced all season?
I would start with Casemiro. Personally, I would start with Casemiro, but because he pulled out of the international with Brazil, do you think that 2 weeks was enough? Because obviously it wasn't the Man United medical staff that picked up the injury, it was his personal trainer that picked it up. Okay. So is there a lack of trust now there with him and them? You know, I would rather Casemiro played, but would understand if McTominay started this game, this specific game, not the Chelsea game and not the one afterwards, this specific game.
Good shout.
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense to me as well. Yeah, considering we've got so many tough games coming up in a week, maybe, just maybe. Yeah, like you said, like Steph was saying, their midfield seems to be big Scandinavian, good, decent players. You know, good runners. I just think we've got to match them. I don't see anything there that's going to say like scare me to life. It's just a case. I've just been reminded by Stefan as well about their set pieces and corners and throws. That's the major issue. They did do us a couple of times in the past, and they've got good high ranking in the league with set pieces, haven't they? So I think that's going to be their main threat, and that's something we need to be prepared for. Yeah, most definitely. So I'm happy with that midfield from Solo.
Bruno, no issues with Bruno?
Nah, of course not.
No issues.
Right. Well, he's gone. Højlund, who was injured 2.5 weeks ago. Garnacho on the right and Ahmad. No, sorry. Garnacho on the left and Ahmad on the right. No Rashford. What are we thinking? Has he put the cat amongst the pigeons with this? Should Anthony be maybe getting a run out? And what's the situation with Rashford? Why he hasn't got Rashford in?
Can I just say, didn't Ahmad get a red card last game?
So Ahmad would be missing this game. Well done, Solo.
We haven't played since Liverpool, so I'm sure Ahmad would be.
Yeah, he's out of this one. Yeah.
So Rashford can sort of stop sweating now and start thinking he's got to try and get in the team. So Vincent, big up Vincent. How you doing, Vincent?
Sorry.
He's saying it as well. He said Ahmad's got a red card. Yeah, so he will be missing the game.
See, and this is why, this is the beauty of, look, of all the people watching at the moment, the only person who realized in the chat, and this is why Solo throws these things out here, to see if you guys are taking notice of stuff.
Yeah.
So yes, that's why. Well done, Vincent. Well done, and well done, OMONDI.
But saying that, I will say Ahmad, the way he walked off the pitch, the way the reception he got, and as you know, Hydro saying here, it's the best red card ever because you know it meant something. You know, scoring the winner against Liverpool, and he had an impact again. I remember when he came on against AC Milan and scored that header.
He scored the goal.
So yeah, he had impact. Then he's gone away. He's had a couple of seasons, Rangers and Sunderland, and you know, gone away. He's come back. Brought on, even though people complaining, why is he not playing? Why is he not playing? With all the issues we've had this season, come on and scored the win against Liverpool. So I think for him, when he is available again, he might be looking at the manager and say, I want to see that clean team sheet. I want to be number one on that team sheet. I don't know. It's a tough one for me because the manager, I think, looks at a young player's character and whether they're ready. I don't know what he's like behind the scenes. Maybe he's fast at the moment. I think he might be Muslim as well, Ahmad. So it could be an issue with that because it's Ramadan at the moment up until the 10th of April. So, yeah, when he is available, he's going to be knocking on the manager's door and saying, look, man, I'm ready to go.
Right. So is it Rashford that starts then? Although Rashford didn't play for the England game.
I think it comes down to fitness, really, doesn't it? I mean, if he's
carrying
fit,
an injury.
He didn't play. Did he play either England match? I think it was like, I don't think he started either match. So I don't know if he's fit. I imagine he plays. If he's not fit, even if Ahmad wasn't suspended, I still think he would go Anthony. Just on seniority, he always seems to pick Anthony if it isn't Garnacho and Rashford on the flanks. So yeah, I mean I think that's pretty spot on. I think it will be Rashford and Garnacho and Hoyland through the middle. Hopefully, he can get a goal at the weekend anyway.
Can I just say, we've seen midweek football, international football, and V's saying here about Ahmad, he's going to be a superstar. The game against Liverpool showed me he has what it takes. He never gave up, But when we talk about left-footed wingers or inverted wingers, whatever we call them these days, there's a guy at Barcelona who played against Spain the other day. He's 16, 17 years old. Do you know his name, Stefan? I can't remember his name right now, but he looks fantastic. Reminds me of Robin, the way he can just
Yamal, is it?
Yeah, that's the guy. What did you
Yamal?
Yamal
or Yamal? Yeah.
What a talent he is. And with the Brazilian guy as well, the Brazilian striker scores against Liverpool. Against England the other day. And with our boy Kobe, there's a lot of talented youngsters coming through. But that guy from Barcelona for Spain really impressed me. And when I was looking at him, I was thinking, wow, you're 16, 17, and you're doing this at international level. Yeah, thanks, Emma, and thanks, Steph. But I'm looking at him saying, you're doing it at international level. We got an issue with our left-footed so-called inverted wingers with Anthony, with Ahmad can't get a game. And so that's the standard, I think. We need to sort it out and get a good left-footed player to play in that position. It could be Ahmad, who knows, if he's given game time. But yeah, that's something we have to see in the future. But big up to that guy Yamal, really impressed me. Took my, I was drawing at his ability.
So you said he's 16, yeah?
He started. Well, he started in Barcelona team age 16, but he's been playing. He's probably 17 coming.
Sorry. He got into the Barcelona first team.
I'm sure he was playing at 16 years old. Yeah,
seriously.
Barcelona.
Yeah, I think he's 16 now as well.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. You remember when Robin used to do the same thing with his left foot? It was just left.
And you can't stop him. Yeah,
you can't
stop him. Yeah.
Similar to that, drives at people, enthusiasm. Can't touch him. Go and watch the Brazil versus Spain game. They got a penalty early on, and he was responsible for that. So it's nice to see.
I don't do international football.
I know.
Yeah. I don't do it.
V's saying, big up. He's going to keep an eye on him, Yamal. And thanks, Emma, for the pronunciation of the young man, and thank you, Steph, as well. But yeah, that's a really talented player.
Let me on them now. Okay, right. Score predictions, guys. There's a few of you watching, so I would expect more than 10 score predictions. I know a couple of you don't type, don't comment, and sit in silence, which is fine. We accept it. The fact that you're a silent watcher, we'll accept. But now it's score prediction time. I'm a fan of Nico. A bit about. I don't know these. I'm so ignorant.
They're brothers, aren't they?
Yeah.
Nico Williams and the older brother as well. But Nico, the younger guy, fantastic, pacey, fast. We played them pre-season, didn't we? And we had a look at them. Danish commentators talk like Barca is dependent on him. And we want to say to the legend, Bath Time is in the house. Big up Bath Time from everyone. Well, from me and you guys as well.
I'm sure somebody else is going to tell him big up soon. Right. What we saying? Score predictions. Yeah, on Monday, please don't go 1-0. I just don't want to hear 1-0.
Well, look, we're playing away from home. We usually score. When we win, we usually win by a goal. Okay. We've got a bit of momentum. We've talked about Brentford. We talked about the players coming back into our side. So weighing everything up, let me just put it in my calculator in my head. All the information I've just taken in. I'm going to say we're going to win 2-1. We're going to be a comfortable 2-1. 2-0 up, and maybe they score a late goal. I just feel that we need to shut them down and show teams again who we are, where we come from. So we tell them we're from Old Trafford. I'm trying to do a little song there. No one wanted to join in. But hopefully,
yeah, because we didn't know it.
Everywhere we go, you know that way. People want to know we are Man United. Let's represent again. I think we got to win. Let's make it a 2-1 win and get a couple of goals and then cruise and then rest some players for the Chelsea game. That's what I'd like to see. So 2-1 Man United.
Stefan.
I think 3-1. I'm going to go 3-1. I think similar to what Amanda is saying there, let's go 2 or 3 up. Then, I mean, if Brentford score, it's just a consolation goal. I'll take that. I'm not copying Hydro or Maddie Bassett. I can see them in the comments in front of me. They went 3-1 as well. But I had it in my head 3-1 maybe like 5 minutes ago. So I'm not. I promise I'm not copying. Yeah, I'm going 3-1. I'm going 3-1. I don't think we keep a clean sheet. I think Tony gets a goal at some point. But I'm going to go 3-1. That's my prediction.
I don't agree with Omondi, but I don't agree with everybody else. Like 3-1 seems to be like the score. I did have 3 in my head. I don't really want to go 3-2 either. You know, I'll go 3-0. I'm actually going to go 3-0. I'm going to be brave and go 3-0. I think the confidence there is definitely there from the Liverpool game, 100%. Højlund's going to be ready to rumble. And I just feel that there's going to be a level of confidence going through the team. Maybe we smash them in the first half and we drop off a lot in the second half. I think we're going to start really, really quick. That's what I'm hoping. We just blow them away. As he said, we can just rest players after that. What's the score predictions coming in here?
Okay, so B saying 4-0 to Man United. That's a revenge game for the busting they gave us. 3-1 says Hydro to Man United. 3-1 as well says Matthew Bassett. And obviously, Stefan said 3-1 as well.
Yeah.
Bathtime saying 4-0. Revenge. Stephanie Griffith saying United never make it easy. I have a feeling it's going to be 3-2 United squeaky bum time. We do have exciting games lately, so Stephanie, you could be right. DK wasn't saying here, if United can keep a clean sheet first half, 2-0. Lovely. Big up to Craig Warby. How you doing? He said it seriously could be 3-0 to United or 3-0 to Brentford. And mentality turned up. That's a good point.
It's a good one.
We're laughing, but he's right. Emma saying here, would love to win 4-0. 24 likes as well from Stephanie. Thank you, guys. Who are Chelsea playing weekend? They're playing. I don't know who they're playing this weekend. I'm not sure, actually. But we're playing them on Thursday. Big up to Nicholas. How you doing, Nicholas? I'd love to see you back. He's saying 3-0 to United, which is a great result. I'd love to see that myself. And 2-0 to Eric Ten Hag. Chicken says Dark Crow. Bees don't sting twice, so we win. They sting once and then they pass away.
I like that one. Chelsea
going over Brentford again.
Chelsea got Burnley.
Oh, they got Burnley. Okay. Yeah, I live near. Well, me and Mr. B live near Brentford, and I've been going to Brentford quite a lot. I don't know. I could actually go down to the game on Saturday night if I wanted to and stand around.
I'm gonna be a wreck. I'm gonna be in my house. I'll tell you. I will be doing a watch along. So I have no intention of stepping out in the cold. And
I remember the time when we used to go to all the London games and stand outside and interview fans and that kind of thing. When we done Brentford, it was me and Solo. Me and Solo went down there. And we were with the reporter from Stretford Paddock, the girl.
Oh, is that when you got stitched up by the two guys?
No, that was the Chelsea game.
Chelsea, okay.
So we went to Brentford, and it's a bit of a slap. We parked up and walked down, and we couldn't get into the stadium. So we went there outside the stadium, and it's like loads of houses and all that. So we'd won the game, and they were singing Viva Ronaldo, you know, that lovely song. So all the fans were coming out, bouncing out and everything else. And unfortunately for us, where we were standing, we had the guy Flex was standing just around the corner. So there's me with my mic. I'm no Duma. And they're looking past me, looking at Flex, and everyone's going towards Flex. I say, do you want to say about the game? And they're like, oh, get out of the way, you know, who the hell are you? You know, but this time, hopefully Flex won't be there and they might come to us. So who knows? Yeah, I might take my mic down there and go and see if we can get some live interviews from the lively fans of Man United.
Oh, look, I'm gonna leave all of that excitement to you. Before we do go though, we were linked with Kimmich today. I don't, transfers are transfers. What price are they talking for this guy? And is he somebody who you think would change that? He's 29. Do you think it would be another Casemiro type signing, or do you think it's somebody who we can get more longevity out of?
I don't know. Like, I mean, I think I've seen 70 million floated about on
How
Twitter.
much?
70?
A lot of money.
He's got a year left.
Yeah, that's a lot of money for a 29-year-old, and I don't know, like, because it seems like he's having a little bit of an identity crisis. Doesn't know if he wants to be a right back again or stick in midfield. So now it could be it could be a stay clear signing for me anyway. I'll just let's just get somebody else. No, that's my preference. Maybe you guys want him, but
top player though, isn't he? I mean, over the years,
yeah, he's a
great
player.
Always concerns me, Stefan, when Bayern Munich get rid of players. That always worries me. Why? What's going on here? What do they know? And we've been
it's the same with
times.
Same with Madrid. If Real Madrid sell a player, it's not because they're forced to. It's because it's like they think it's time to move them on. Like that's kind of the way they operate.
I just want to say hi to Andrew Williams as well. He's in the house, and he's everyone's saying hi to him. Big up Andrew Williams. Didn't know he missed a show, but we've just done the score lines. Hopefully, you can let us know if we can win against Brentford.
He knows he's gonna come with a negative score, but he's been good in this Easter, so maybe he's gonna go a big 3-0, a big 3-0, or a big 4-0, or maybe he'll say, "Oh bollocks, we're gonna lose 2-1." Can't get a pie for work. I have no idea what the hell they were talking about. I think I just got to
it's all software stuff. Like,
yeah, I'm glad it was software he was talking about. To be fair, I thought I dropped myself in the shit with that one there. So I absolutely don't read the previous questions. Right, Monday. Anything else you want to talk about, Stefan? Anything else you want to talk about before we say goodbye?
We're talking about stories from the past. He's asking what happened at Chelsea. Do you want me to go tell you that story? What happened at Chelsea?
Yeah, quick. Yeah, go. Why not? We're allowed now.
All right. So we would, like a couple of seasons ago, we were going to all the London games and we were doing interviews, which was the big thing at the time. People have stopped that now, and we know why. So we got to Chelsea, and Chelsea have always had a bad reputation over there. I remember I was a ball boy there back in the 80s, and they had the shed end, and it was scary. NF and all this kind of big fans, hooligans. It was really rough. So me going back there, I was a bit anxious, and we've gone there with the woman from Stretford Paddock and Kirsty, her name is, really beautiful girl. She's doing interviews, and she's very professional. She's gone on to really big things. She works on big like productions now, Sky and all that kind of thing. So I'm doing the cameraman business for her. We're looking for Man United fans. We've come out the stadium. I think it was a 1-1 result. And we're looking for Man United fans and to interview. And we're asking people, do you want to interview? Do you want to come on the channel? Then there's 3 guys come along and they're like, yeah, we're doing an interview. And they start talking and I'm filming, setting it all up. It's really, we're trying to sort of get it all done. Right, record, let's go. She's gone and interviewed them for about 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And then they were being professional at first. And then they started being a bit funny. And then all of a sudden they zipped down their shirts like this. And they were Chelsea fans, and they were like, "Oh!" And like I was like, "Okay, let's just pack up the things just in case." Kirsty wanted to fight, so Kirsty, don't do that because it'll be on me, and I don't want none of this, And I was with another female friend of mine as well, so I was like, Kirsty, no, just don't worry about it, don't worry, it's okay. But she was getting vexed. When someone fronts it. If something happens, I'm the one who's got to do it. I thought, no, not today, not at Chelsea Football Club, because they're really rough and tough. So the problem was because she went and being really professional, and then they really messed it up at the end. And she's like, frustrating. But that's what you get when you go with these drinking fans who are drinking and not having a bit of fun and things. So yeah, that was a bit embarrassing.
Rebel. Come in here with your negativity, man. There was no draws. Nobody spoke about a loss, and then you'll talk about think we're going to struggle after the internet. Boo to you, Rebel. Boo to you, Rebel. On this day before Maundy Thursday, is that right? On Maundy, boo to you on Maundy Thursday.
Big up, Rebel. Big up.
But yeah, welcome in. Anyway. Look, guys, we will be back tomorrow. It may well be a short show. It may well be a show with me on my phone. Yeah, look, we'll work it out. But look, we will be back. Stuart, late but still great. We'll take that. Stefan, thank you as always.
No problem. Thanks very much, guys. Really enjoyed being on, and let's hope for a good performance and a win on Saturday.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. It's not hope. It's gonna happen. We have to will it to happen.
Positivity,
there you go.
yeah.
There you
Manifest it. That's it.
That's the word.
I got it. I got it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the good vibes. Honestly,
reveal it, manifest it.
Yeah.
It will come.
Do you know what?
Vibes tonight.
I did forget that. Stefan, where can we find you?
Where can you find me? Yeah, it's actually not below me at the minute, but it's just United Philosophy on YouTube or United Stefan on Twitter. There it is. There actually. But as I mentioned it as well.
See,
it's a nice one.
It's just like magic around here.
Can I ask the question, Stefan? What do you do for content during the international break on your channel?
Yeah, I mean, we mostly did a bit of the transfer stuff. They always seem to pick up whenever the club's not playing. And journalists have nothing else to talk to. The transfer talk comes out of the bag. So yeah, I mean, we're mostly doing that there. I guess, I mean, we were talking a little bit on my channel earlier as well. We're going to do some Euro stuff as well. So maybe Copa America stuff. So that might be fun. If anyone does want to check that out as well in the next couple of months. But yeah, thanks very much for having me on as always, guys. Really appreciate it.
No problem. OMONDI, great history lesson you gave us earlier on about the Everton game. I appreciate all your hard work and dedication.
You know what? When we go for Nando's tomorrow with Solo, I hope you choke on a chicken bone. And I'm going to take that water. You don't have to water with the jugs. You get free drinks. I'm going to stand by the machines. And no, let him choke. Just for what he did for me tonight.
Guys,
funny, Mr. B. Very funny.
Guys, this is us, Mr. B. Stefan and OMONDI. We'll be back tomorrow. We will definitely be having a watch along on Sunday and a very, very late night reaction show as well. So look, thanks for watching. Bath time. Before I go, get well soon, mate. Get well soon, yeah. Guys, thanks for watching, and we were out. We will see you all tomorrow.